Blungami, and welcome back to the Blungami podcast. Review for the Parramatta Eels and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs game for round seven, as we're in right now. And if you people are brand new to the podcast itself, please make sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel itself, and also follow us on all platforms on Instagram, TikTok, and also make sure to give us a listen on Spotify. And yeah, I do apologize if my voice is very croaky and I do sound like a dying man at the moment, since it has been a day since I've came back from the game. So I am recording this a day after the game, so my voice may not be 100% after all of the yelling and the chanting to cheer on for the boys to be able to get them over the line, which they have did against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs on Old Boys Days, celebrating 40 years since our 1986 premiership winning team has won the premiership against the Bulldogs. So yeah, let's get into it for the Eels and Bulldogs round 7 review. Alrighty, so starting off here, people. I just need to share the screen. Alrighty, so starting off here, people. Locke and Galvin put up the bomb, and Marcelo Montoya was penalised for an early tackle. And then, as the Bulldogs came inside of our red zone there, they spread out onto the left there, and Brian Kelly, he made a pretty poor decision there, and he wasn't thinking that much, and it was a very frustrating and annoying and stupid decision to not stop the offload there from Bronson Xeri there, to offload there to Jacob Carraz. I mean, you can't leave Jacob Carraz like open like that. So, as typical, Brian Kelly does concede a try there, and Carraz gets the Bulldogs in front by 4 points to nil. Burton misses the conversion. Josh O'Carr gets a line break there, and he equalises the scoreline for all. And then Ronald Volkman takes goal kicking duties once again, as he was very decent for his goal kicking conversion rate from last week, and he has converted us in front by 2 points, 6 points to 4. A few minutes later, it was pretty much just back and forth, and Josh Curran was penalised for a dangerous tackle there. Who was it on? I think it was on a dangerous tackle on somebody. Damn, who was it? I think it might have done like a crusher tackle on someone. Josh Curran. I'm not sure if it was on. I don't think it was on Josh Papali, but it was someone. But yeah. So Locke and Galvin was also penalised for a ball strip as well, and Ronald Volkman gets a line break there, and somehow he sidesteps his way to get us in front with a fantastic try there to make it 10 points to 4. And then Moses converts right in front there to make it 12 points to 4. And then Josh Papali'i off from a very surprising and big play there from Brian Kelly when he made the line break there. And yeah, he just took the risk just to run it all the way on the right edge, and then he puts in the kick, and then he puts in the grubber kick, and then Josh probably just manages to catch the ball and to play it down in the try area just before it has went dead. So yeah, so Josh probably has made it 16 points to 4, and Mitchell Moses has converted the try to make it 18 points to 4. And Will Penisini made a line break there, and he was trying to show his strength there. And thankfully, in the well, pretty much in the first half, he didn't lose the ball or do anything silly, but I was very happy that Brian Kelly did redeem himself after conceding that try against Jacob Carraz. And yeah, it was a very good first half, and uh, the one most impressive thing that I was very pleased with the boys in the first half was our pressure. And our pressure was amazing, right? We kept on pressuring players like Lachlan Galvin, Jacob Preston, where he was going absolutely just nowhere, and he was going and he was trying to throw some offloads, and when he had the chance, he knocked on the ball, and he overplayed it. So yeah, I think towards the end you can really see, and also from me, that the Bulldogs were getting very frustrated towards the end of the match, and they were making some stupid L discipline mistakes there, which that's not what that they have done against the Parent Panthers. So yeah, a very good first half from us. And let's get into the second half. So Talent Silva comes on there for Riley Smith there, right at the start of the second half. Tony Martielli did actually came on there. Unfortunately, he made the error. Jonathan Silva replaces Carraz. And then Lachlan Galvin, unfortunately, he made a line break there, and he scores a pretty lucky try there, putting out his hand there and just placing the ball down there. And he makes it 18 points to 8, and he converts. And then Matt Burden converts the try there to make it 18 points to 10. And yeah, Luca Moretti comes back on there for Tony Mattielli. Matt Burton was forced to put out a line dropout there. Kickel made an error there, but unfortunately, Luca Moretti did knock on the ball, and Josh Curran also knocked on the ball, and then we get possession back there. And then as when Josh Curran did receive the ball on his own 10, it was gifted straight away to Dylan Walker to pick up the ball there and score under the post. So a very poor, just very poor passing there from the Bulldogs, and with our high line speed there, which is something that Jason Rolls has been yapping on about for weeks and weeks. We have finally delivered on what he has expected the boys to do. Put on high pressure, put on massive contacts, which is what Junes, Jack Williams, Luca Moretti, and possibly even Jack DeBillon wasn't even that bad with his run. So yeah, amazing work there from the fullback there, and Dylan Walker. As Walker is on, Walker does best, and he scores under the post, makes it 22 points to 10. Moses converts the try to make it 24 points to 10. And then a few minutes later, as it seemed like it was going to be game over, Mitchell Moses does take the penalty shot there in case if the Bulldogs were going to come back. And then from kickoff, Josh Curran has had an absolute howler once again. It was similar. It was a similar try to how Dylan Walker scored. Talent Da Silva picks up the ball there, and then he runs a very long length of the field, and with his speed there, he goes over there to make it 30 points to 10, and that was pretty much game over until the Bulldogs with Jonathan Su'A gets over there from kickoff, makes it 32 points to 14. Matt Burton converts the try there to make it 32 points to 16. Will Persini, he scores the try there to make it 36 points to 16. And Mitchell Moses does convert the try there to make it 38 points to 16. Bronson Xeri does unfortunately score the try there, similar to how Locke and Galvin did. But thankfully, they didn't get over 20 points, so that was good. And yeah, that was pretty much it. We won in front of the legends there. And yeah, what an amazing and crazy day for me to join the Swarm and to also be part of the Swarm for the first ever time in my entire life, to be part of a Parramatta Eels active group, as I did established last year, and on their second year being established. I'm very grateful that I have taken my opportunity to join the Swarm and to really just chant out the para chants along there with entertain us and the rest of the people who were there. Thank you so much for making me feel welcome to the Swarm, and I hope to attend to more Sunday home games for the Swarm. Since I can't really attend every home game on a non-Sunday home game, since with other commitments going on in my life, it's a little bit too hard. But I will and try get to the next home game on a Sunday. I think that will be. I'll go and check over here. I'll also check if we're still recording. Yes, we are. Thank goodness. So yeah, so checking. Oops, no. So checking on the next Sunday home game. There's the Bulldogs and the Premier Eels game on the King's birthday, which I am debating if I can go, and I might have another person come with me, some other family, some other family member who will be maybe coming with me, since he does go for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. So yeah, and there's also another one on a Sunday, the Premier Eels and the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles, which I normally do attend a lot of Eels and Sea Eagles games in the past, since I have been to Brookvale, but I won't go to the game next Sunday that we do play them. So yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to attend that game, since it will be way too far. So yeah, but expect me to be at the next home game in round 18. Round 18, round 22. Even though it isn't a home game, technically Combank is still ours. Let's be real. And then round 20, not round 24. That's on Saturday. Round 26 against the Sharks. So expect me to be at the next game against the Seagulls, the West Tigers, and the Cronulla Southern Sharks. So yeah, and hopefully with this win, and how Jack Williams did say by the end of the match, he did say that they have taken so much inspiration from the Friday night dinner with all of the legends there, just inspiring them to really just tell them on what true para footy is all about. And Jack Williams, Junes, and the rest of a four pack there absolutely crunched the all of the key players like Jacob Preston, who was there, William Kikau, where he was nowhere to be seen. Who else? Like Samuel Hughes. He nearly scored, but thankfully we put him down short. I will say possibly. Who else was playing for the Bulldogs on yesterday? Right. Uh, Leah Thompson got absolutely just hammered, and he was going absolutely just nowhere, and barely made any meters. Yeah. Jacob Preston. He was just unable to do anything since he was our main target to shut down in the four pack, and that's what we done. So yeah, uh, this was possibly Jack de Bellin's best ever game. Yeah, as crazy as that sounds, and I can't believe that I've just said that. But yeah, this has been Jack de Bellin's best ever performance so far, and also the best ever team efforts so far in 2026. And I'm just hoping that we can stay positive for every single week and bring this gladiator attitude in the team every single week, despite with all of the negativity that I have been just hammering on Mark O'Neill, Sam Moore in the last couple of weeks. The boys have finally delivered, not only for the fans but also for the club's legacy, and also build up their confidence for the next coming weeks. I know that next Sunday is going to be a tough challenge since Fozza, as the interim coach, is on a undefeated run at the moment, and Brookie is not in an easy place to go. So hopefully they can bring some confidence with them away, and just apply the pressure back to every single of the opposition to every single of the oppositions that they will face. No matter if it's Penrith or not, you need to apply that same entire pressure and energy every single game. No matter how bad our roster it is at the moment. No matter how many injuries that we have got at the moment, no matter how much negativity that me and the other Parramatta Eels podcasters out there give crap about this club for not really showing true results, to show real big signs to end that 40 plus year premiership drought. We need to stay positive, and that's our only option, and that's the only direction that we can take right now as a family and as a Blue and Gold Army right now. So yeah, Will Pensini, a well and improved performance there. I do want to shout out to Arpa Twindle and Sam Tuvadi for giving me their signatures. Sam Tuvadi did sign on my 2009 Parramatta Eels flag. Uh, and Arpa Twindle did sign his signature on my 2026 Parramatta Eels home just there. So yeah, how good? Yeah, how good? Yeah, well, how good it was to get a signature from those two. Unfortunately, I was waiting to see if Luca was going to come over, because I kept on yelling out his name to come over and take a selfie with me, but unfortunately, he didn't come. But I did bring the Italian flag when it did call out Luca Moretti's name. If maybe the broadcaster or someone may have caught it on camera, I do apologize if I haven't shown some recordable evidence. If I did hold up a Italian flag when I called out Luca's name, but oh well. At least well, funny enough, people. Before the game before the game actually started, one lady in the swamp said, "Oh, there's a moth on your shoulder," and that's when I knew that was going to be a good luck charm. And guess what? It was. It was. And I had so much positivity when I attended this game. And the only thing in my mindset while going into this game is stay positive. It doesn't matter about the outside noise at the moment. Yes, I know that Mark and Neil may not care, and the whole club direction can be good, and it can have its downfalls, and the cycle may repeat itself. But we need to stay positive no matter what. We need to trust our instincts, and the boys out there yesterday were hungry for more. And that's another thing to take out of this game. They had the energy and the motivation to be hungry for more and to be able to hurt more players much more. Since Jacob Preston did actually come off for a HIA as well, and that there tells you the gladiator attitude from the boys from yesterday. So yeah, we properly completed our defensive sets. Ronald Volkman was on fire with his kicking game, and honestly, like he kind of played that similar role on how Dylan Brown did. Like as I said from last week, I didn't get the criticism on what people were saying. Oh, Volkman had a terrible game, and I'm like, well, hang on a sec. Name me one thing that he has done wrong, and then yesterday, uh, as Mitch Moses has been saying that he has really been enjoying his time pairing up with Ronald Volkman, and we seen that yesterday on why he enjoys pairing up there with Ronald Volkman, and Volky absolutely delivered, and my oh my, his running game was just electrifying. And that's something that Jonah Pizzett has really missed out for his attacking game compared to how Ronald Volkman was absolutely just exposing the Bulldogs defense there and just applying pressure on the in goal area there. So yeah, uh, honestly, I think Ronald Volkman for my 3-1, and I won't spoil it yet, but I will go into that very soon. I will say that Ronald Volkman is was very close for being man of the match. I know that Mitchell Moses was pretty good, and he made some pretty good plays there to give some very good runs there to some of our forwards there. But I thought that Volkman played a very big role with his king game and also running game as well. And he also made some very big contacts in the with his defense as well. Like my oh my, he was impressive. Wow. So yeah. Luca Moretti. Unfortunately, he couldn't get himself a meat pie during this game. Even though I had the Italian flag and everything to hold it up, in case if he did went over, but unfortunately, he couldn't really push himself to even get close. I mean, he was, I think, a little bit close, but then he made a error there. Unfortunately, I think it was in the second half. I could be wrong when he did actually had a very strong post contact run there, but I think it was short, and then he dropped the ball, and yeah, but he did actually made a couple of good offloads there, along with um, I think who else made some good offloads? Think I think it was Jack Williams. I'm gonna check right now, people. Just give me a sec. Jack. So Jack. So Jack Williams. Um, let's see. Offloads. Yeah, he made one offload there. Brian Kelly actually made two offloads there, which yeah, he did actually try to keep the ball alive there, which those two offloads there, I was a little bit worried that he was trying to overplay his hand just a little bit, but luckily enough, it did actually manage to pay off for him, and yeah, very good there from Brian Kelly, and yeah, very good from him. Talon da Silva was pretty good. Riley Smith, as I said, like him, and Junes, and also Jack Williams and Luca Moretti, as all three of them. Um, so Junes had about like 22 tackles, but like still like 22 of those tackles were pretty much the most effective ones, in my opinion. Charlie Guyman made 26. Jack Williams absolutely just terminated the Bulldogs' attack there. And there's a reason why I call Jack Williams the Terminator there, because, well, he was tackling like he was playing some old school footy there. And that's the type of vibes that Jack Williams does give to me. And there has been some people that I've also talked to at the game saying that, do you reckon that Josh O'Carr will be the right captain? And some people are saying that, well, look, I don't see any other leader like taking Mitch and Moses' captaincy role, which is fair enough. But like, yeah, like we were all just very concerned on how he was not enjoy his footy against the Titans and in the last couple of weeks. But in this game, he stepped up, Mitchell Moses, and his goal kicking was by far the greatest one yet. So yeah, I think someone told me that the reason why his goal kicking was a bit off, because I think he might have suffocated a socket. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's what someone has told me in the swarm. So yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why that Mitchell Moses goal kicking in the last couple of weeks was not up to 100% as what we all expect him to do with the technique that he does do. So yeah, he has made 22 tackles. So yeah, he did make some pretty good tackles, but also some very poor ones against Locke and Galvin, which he did actually go over. So yeah, that was a little bit poor there from Mitchell Moses, but other than that, he was overall pretty good. Josh O'Carr, amazing performance there to score against his former club there once again. And Will Pensini, possibly his best ever game yet. And he finally shows on why we should never lose hope on him. And hopefully he can build on a confidence there to finally get into that peak Will that we all expect him to be. So hopefully he can build on his confidence there, and that he can just keep on holding the ball when making those tackle breaks there. And yeah, like there were even like some tackle breaks where he was about to even make a offload there, but thankfully he didn't overplay, which I would I would much more prefer him to do, instead of just like unnecessary just offloading the ball all the time when there's so many defenders around you, and yeah, um, he knew that he just wanted to hold on, feel possession there for the boys, just to be much more hungry there, and just to complete the set there, to get our chasers just absolutely just hunting down whoever was catching the ball there, which yeah, we did a pretty good job on hunting down um, on the kick return, and that was possibly our best ever performance. Also, with our chasers just putting on pressure on the kick return receiver there. Even Connor Tracy. Connor Tracy did actually had some opportunities where he was about to counter away. Sorry, when he was about to counter, he was about to break through and to make a line break there, and thankfully, we have shutting that down. And there were some moments where if we didn't get back in line in time, then the Bulldogs would have just broken through and could have just made it like over 50 meters, which they didn't. And then it just ends up as a error instead. And yeah, the Bulldogs, um, their frustrations and with us just out smiling them and just out whacking them. I feel like that we are just over exhaust them. Even though they weren't going to go away with our fight, just with them just scoring by half time, just by them scoring they're like three more tries, and yeah, but unfortunately they came back way too late since Josh Curran. I don't know why Cameron Serraldo has put him in the census there. I mean, what a complete idiot, Serraldo. So, thank you so much, mate, for also gifting us more points there, and to also gift us two tries there to Talent Silva and Dylan Walker. So, yeah, a very dumb decision there from Cameron Serraldo there, after taking down the Penrith Panthers, the first ever loss, and yet he decides to do that. I mean, what a complete clown! What a complete clown! Uh, Serraldo. So yeah, so I'm very happy that Jason Rolls has finally gotten the win over the Bulldogs for the first of time as of head coach, and yeah, that also puts us above the two teams. Yes, a matter of fact, people, it has put us above the two teams, as you can see over here, who has put 50 on us. Oh, who could have imagined that we have lost 50 points? Sorry, we have conceded 50 points, well, also lost against the Melbourne Storm and against the Gold Coast Titans at home last week, and yet we are still above them. Like, that is crazy, crazy work. Like, that just tells you on how crazy and very unpredictable this competition is, and how unpredictable rugby league can be. And I had the feeling, and I had a feeling that the boys will turn up, because funny sense of there is that funny sense of moment where in rugby league anything can happen, and the attitude can really just lift up their 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 spirits, and the spirit was with us on Sunday Arvo. So yeah, a very good win. Unfortunately, our New South Wales Cup team has gone smash once again due to some second graders debuting for us. Since I also want to show it to Saxon Prikes, who was very good with his chasers on the kick returns. And I do also want to say that his defense was also pretty good. And Tony Martelli's runs were also pretty strong there as well. So welcome back, Tony Martelli. And yeah, I was very happy to really see a very strong debut there from Saxon Pryke. So yeah, also shout out to him once again. Also, so yeah, very good debuts, a very good team effort, and showing passion in front of our 1986 Parramatta Eels legends there, with the likes of Ray Price, Brett Kenny, Peter, Peter Sterling, uh, Peter Wynn, who else is there? Bloody Eric Grove. Who else is there? Steve Ella, I believe. Who else is there? Who else? Who else? Who else was there? And many other legends that I do apologize if I haven't if I haven't shut out you absolute legends there. And yeah, um that's gonna be it there for the game review there. But I will quickly go to my 3-to-1s to end it on there. So my 3-to-1s. It was a little bit hard, but I had a very deep thought about it. Now some people are going to say that possibly yeah, it's a tough one, but I'm gonna say that that Jack Williams really shown his passion there, and he really stepped up after from last week, and I think that him starting in the back row there with Charlie Geimer is the right move, as I did predicted Jason Rolls to actually um, slot him and Charlie Geimer back together, since they actually did play together last season. And I think this is a very smart move to put him there. So I will say that Jack Williams is my man of the match. So I am going to give him 3 points. For 2 points, I'm going to give it to... oh, actually... Man, oh, boy, who do I give it to? Man, I'm gonna give it to Ronald Volkman. I'm gonna make a very big call here, guys. Like Ronald Volkman really just changed the game compared to on how Jonah Pezzett did, and I think Ronald Volkman is our answer to that 5'8" role. And the question is, do you keep Josh Publi at fullback and you keep Ronald Volkman at 5'8"? And do you also put Lorenzo Talenta as your halfback? And there you go. Volkman and Lorenzo Talenta are our future halves pairing. While you also maybe put maybe Josh as a utility there when I Ongi does come back in there. I mean, we'll have to wait and see if Volkman does keep up this absolutely impressive performance there. And my oh my, I feel like that. I feel like that Ronald Volkman has secured his 5A spot, and I can't see Jonah Pezzett coming back here anytime soon. I think that Jonah Pezzett is going to play in New South Wales Cup. I'll be very surprised if he does actually return with Mitchell Moses, since I have also heard that there has been a lot of players that didn't even like Jonah Pezzett behind the scenes during our training, and they just and I think Mitchell Moses would just much more prefer to pair up with Ronald Volkman, since he has been enjoying his footy with him. So I mean, if it ain't broke, then don't fix it. I think that Volkman and Mitchell Moses should be the halves pairing. Unless if Volkman does get injured, you still bring in Lorenzo Talentino, which he still has the speed there and the skills there. So either way, I think it's a win-win for Mitchell Moses, and I think Ronald Volkman also did took off the pressure off there from Moses' kicking game there, and also running game there as well, since Mitchell Moses was mostly doing most of the passes there, and he was punting us out of trouble there. And yeah, uh, I think Volkman is the answer, and I am going to give him 2 points. All right, so 1 point, I'm going to give it to Big Junes. I think this was his best ever performance in quite a while, and he had that gladiator attitude in him, and he absolutely just crunched the Bulldogs forward pack. Very similar effort uh, compared to Jack Williams, and yeah, although he didn't make any offloads there, I feel like that he didn't really need to make any offloads there. I feel like that he needed to make those big hard uh those are hard hit mobile runs there to really get the full pack uh just um uh pushing up. And I feel like that Junior Bolo really showed that somewhat of a leadership there. Even though I do feel like that Jack Williams show that leadership in defense, and June's showing that leadership for the four pack in attack. So yeah, if those two can keep on doing those roles for both of our attack and also defense there, then I reckon that our balance of our four pack there, with the way that they had that attitude there, and the energy, and the way that we kept the ball going there, and just try and push those strong hard hit runs, and those hungry post contact meters there, and just being keen to gain much more post contact meters there, and just to really just get in our opponent's territory there, and to make those big plays there, to really just spread it out there, and to let our backline players there just to ignite there, and that's what we have done. I gotta say, Araz Nava, a very impressive performance there. He made a couple of offloads there, and he was very good in defense there as well. And he made a couple of breakthroughs as well, and yeah, uh, very strong defensively, and very good in attack. And yeah, nothing too much to say about Araz, but very impressive from him as well. And yeah, uh, Dylan Walker, very impressive. He made about like how many tackles? 30 tackles. Only missed one, but yeah. Talent Da Silva was pretty good. Saxon Price made 30 tackles. What a fantastic defensive performance on a debut. But yeah, he's the way that he was chasing on Connor Tracy and the rest of the Bulldogs players who were coming back from the kick return. His kick chases. His kick chase was very impressive. So yeah, a very good debut there from Saxon once again, and yeah, nothing else to really too much to say. I mean, June made about like 169 running meters there, let's see, Will Pensini had a strong over 150 running meters there. Dylan Walker made a couple of good running meters there. He was pretty good there. I will say that he is also close there as well from being in the 3-1. But yeah, that's my 3-1 there, people. So my man of the match, Jack Williams. Number two, Ronald Volkman, and number one, Junior Bolo. And that is it there for my Premier Eels and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs review there, as it is getting dark. So I will put on the lights and I will end the podcast there. As for this review, people, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. If you people have, please give a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel itself, and make sure to share it to every single Parramatta Eels fan there in the Bulldogs community as well. Whether it's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whatever you are, whatever social that you are using, please share the podcast, and please, we want to grow and share this message there to the club to be able to build better on a positive note, and also build us confidence with us fans, showing our support and the criticism that we need to tell to the club to be able to keep on pushing forward and to end that long-awaited premiership drought. And hopefully, who knows, we can maybe use his confidence with Volkman, even though he may not have the experience. If if we do make it to the finals, I mean, look at Manly. I mean, uh, they were in the lows of being favourites there to winning the wooden spoon there, along with the Dragons. But we all know that the Dragons are going to win the wooden spoon, since they have just confirmed that Shane Flanagan is now sacked, and they got no interim coach. So good luck if you're a Dragons fan, because it's going to be a long season for you guys, and hopefully we will win more games than that. We don't end up battling out there for the Spoon Bowl in round 27, but I won't jinx my chances that we will be there, or neither that will happen for us. So let's hope that we can be able to build on this confidence, especially on a tough away game against the Seagulls, against Fozza, and hopefully we can end his undefeated streak there at 4 Points Park, at Brookie, and yeah, let's push it forward to our finals, and yeah, let's see on what Chaser Rolls selects for tomorrow. So yeah, people, if you haven't yet, please then go and follow our podcast on all of the social platforms there, on Instagram, on TikTok, and also give us a listen on both Spotify and also on Apple Podcasts itself, that I also forgot to mention by the start of this review. But yeah, hopefully my voice will recover. But I will see you people possibly on tomorrow for any news there from the Premier Eels, and also the preview for the Manly Warringah Seagulls and the Premier Eels there. But by this recording, I will try and get it off. I will try and get it uploaded maybe on Monday night or maybe on Tuesday morning, while I am at work in my ute, while editing this. But anyways, people, I am rambling on way too much. But I do want to say to the Swarm, thank you so much for making me feel welcome. It felt like home to me when I was just in when I was just introduced to the Swarm, and just made me just feel welcome, and just I can sit anywhere where I can. And yeah, I want to thank all of the fans just for backing the boys and just staying positive. And hopefully I can see people once again against the West Tigers on a Sunday. And as I always say, by the end of every by the end of every podcast for the Blue Army, go Para.